Yo, welcome back. Xycor here. And today in our No Man's Sky Expedition Rewards Showcase, we're going to take a look at the Titan Expedition Rewards. Now, the Titan Expedition was a kind of a fun expedition. It was the time that they brought in the new purple star systems that had gas giants in them and different types of planets as well. So yeah, basically in the Titan Expedition you wake up on a gas giant and you're set to explore all the new giant planets and purple star systems in that expedition. So yeah, that's kind of what that expedition was about. So I'm going to take a look at the rewards that you get for that, and yeah, we'll see what they look like. So basically, of course, if you don't know where to get the rewards, you just come over here to the Quicksilver Synthesis Merchant after you completed the expedition, and you talk to him, and you go collect expedition rewards. And this has the list of all of them, and you can sort them into categories. They're all kind of in their own categories as well. So I'll get over here to Expedition 17. Yes, Expedition 17. So, you get an exclusive spacecraft called the Wraith. It's a living ship, which is kind of cool. You get a title of Surveyor of Worlds, the Titan decal, the Titan banner, the Pillar of Titan multi-tool, Surveyor's cape, Titan stripes starship customization, gas giant poster, depth warning poster, and cartographer's chart. So yeah, some pretty interesting rewards that you get for it. Specifically the living ship and the multi-tool, and of course even the cape. So I'm going to head down to the planet and we'll see what they look like. Okay, this is the Titan decal. So it's kind of a planet. You could say there's probably a gas giant on there. So it's nice, interesting. And then the gas giant poster. So that basically is a gas giant in there. You see all the little planets around it. So that's nice. The depth warning poster. The Gek has something to say. It's like Gek construction. And the cartographer's chart. I guess charting planets in a system or something. Who knows? And then there is the Wraith, which is a very cool starship. It's a living ship. I mean, I'm not a super fan of living ships, but it is kind of cool in its own way. Kind of looks like an abyssal type one, like from under the waves. And as far as I remember from the Titan Expedition, I believe one of the things it had you do was salvage from I think a crash freighter under the sea, or something like that. I can't fully remember. It was a long time ago. Anyway, let's get inside. And let me go into first person. So this is what it looks like inside the ship. You can tell it's alive. Looks like a living ship for sure. And the windscreen is, well, it's not even really, it's not a windscreen. It's just a window, something like that. Hardly any controls in here. But at least you could have a place to put your bobblehead. Yeah. And then the panels, which are interesting. Okay, so let's see how it flies here. There we go. So the wings kind of come out when it takes off and then go in. Interesting. Let's head up. Pulse drive up. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. And let's see the layout it has. Now, I don't think I've moved any of these, so looks like it has three upgrades. for the what was this again? Pulse drive. Okay, yeah, that's the pulse drive. So it's got 3 upgrades for that. Very similar to some of the other ships they give you, where they give you some upgrades for it. And then, of course, it's got the scream suppressor and grafted eyes. This is the weapon. It's got some upgrades for that. And then I think this is is that the hyperdrive? Maybe. Something like that, yeah. Or yeah. No, this is the hyperdrive. There we go. So a couple upgrades for that as well. And then also it has spewing vents too. So yeah, it's got some an interesting layout. Okay, so now let me get back down and I will take a look at the multi-tool. So this here is the Pillar of Titan multi-tool. So it looks pretty cool. It's kind of like it's a stone. Yeah, it's kind of a stone multi-tool, which is kind of odd, but interesting at the same time. Let's take a look at it here. So yeah, it's got the main weapon it has is a blaze javelin, which is kind of nice. I still think the neutron cannon is better than blaze javelin myself, but it's a nice addition to have something different. Like the Atlas Scepter, for instance, compared to the Pillar of Titan. Atlas Scepter has a neutron cannon, Pillar of Titan has a blaze javelin. But the blaze javelin is still, it's nice. It's a different thing to have in there. And this is the basic layout of it, as you can see. So it's interesting though. Just needs probably a few mining laser upgrades, stuff like that. And it's an A-class multi-tool. Okay, back in my house here. The Surveyor's Cape. It's hard to see on myself when I'm not outside. Just a minute. There we go. This is the Surveyor's Cape. Mine is colored green, but it's kind of cool. Looks like I guess you could say it looks a little rugged because it's got some rips and tears in it. But yeah, it's kind of a cool cape. And then there's also the banner. Let's see that. The banner down here. This is the Titan banner. So it's got like the Titan planet on it. And then the title is Surveyor of Worlds. Now the banner is number 58 here. And the title is over here on page 18. Let's see. Right here. And then the backpack, the cape, over here at number 9. So yes, that's where those are. Now I have one more thing to show, and that would be up in the space station. Now for the Titan stripes customization, you would basically come over here to build a starship. The Starship Fabricator. If you don't know how to do that, just as a quick summary, you would come to the Starship Outfitting, and if there's any starships you want to scrap, you would go into here, go to Begin Salvage Analysis, and then you would click Extract Customization Module. And then you'll have the choice of wings or engine or the cockpit, and you have to have one of each of those to use in the Starship Fabricator. You only get one per ship that you scrap though. I happen to have a couple pieces here, and then of course the reactor core, you can just buy those up at the Starship upgrade vendor. So let's put in this fuselage, and there's a reactor core here, and then I have the wings, and I have some thrusters. There we go. Now, what you do in this is you come over here, number 4, Titan Stripes paint. So that's what this looks like. That is the Titan Stripes paint. So it's pretty cool. And you can, of course, change the colors, which I will change to a greenish. Oh, that's a nice green. Kind of a black. It's kind of a really dark gray. And then more like a dark green. Kind of almost looks camo. But yes, this is the pretty fun color, I guess. I think there's multiple different colors as well. So, but I should say paint styles, not colors. But yeah, this is just another interesting one. And it's for assembling your own ship rather than actually just, you know, claiming a ship. So, I think that covers everything in the Titan expedition. It was a fun expedition. Having fun just exploring those purple systems and gas giants were pretty nice. They are very nice planets. I like the look of them and stuff. So yeah. But yeah, that's it for this Expedition Reward Showcase. If you like this showcase, hit that like button. We really appreciate it, and it really helps us out. If you haven't already subscribed, hit that bell icon, leave a comment, and of course share it. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.